this is a quick rundown of what went down in the top 5 leagues in Europe. From Premier League that we are starting from, Nottingham Forest played a 2-2 draw with Manchester United, and Fulham beat Wolves 3-0. Okay, after losing back-to-back games, they had a resurgence in their home. Then Crystal Palace beat Brentford at home. Now, Arsenal, continue their impressive form of not losing and not conceding by beating Burnley 2-0 at Turf Moor, and Brighton beat Leeds 3-0. Tottenham suffered a loss to Chelsea, their London rivals, 1-0. The Liverpool consecutive losses, and they beat Aston Villa 2-0. Then West Ham at home beat Newcastle 3-1, while Manchester City dominated Bournemouth at the Etihad by 3-1. Then on Monday, Sunderland played a 1-1 draw, with Everton at home. Granit Xhaka getting the equalizer right there. Then going to the standings, Arsenal topped the league with 25 points in 10 games. Manchester City in second place with 19 points. Then Liverpool third place with 18 points. Sunderland fourth place with 18 points as well. Bournemouth 18 points as well. Tottenham 17. Chelsea 17. Manchester United 17 points. Crystal Palace 16 points. And Brighton occupied the 10th position with 15 points. That's it from the Premier League side for Game Week 10. Now, it is Game Week 11 for La Liga, in Spain, where Getafe beat Girona 2-1. Villarreal saw Rayo Vallecano 4-0. Atletico Madrid played a 3-0 win over Sevilla, while Real Sociedad beat Athletic Club, which is Athletic Bilbao 3-2. Real Madrid dominated Valencia 4-0, while Levante lost at home to Celta Vigo 1-2. Alaves saw off Espanyol 2-1. Barcelona beat Elche 3-1. Real Betis beat Real Mallorca 3-0, while Real Oviedo and Osasuna played a 0-0 draw. That's the result in Spain. Then the standing, Real Madrid is actually dominating that league with 30 points in 11 games. Barcelona 25 points in 11 games as well. Second, then third, we have Villarreal with 23 points. Atletico Madrid with 22 points. Fourth, then Real Betis with 19 points. Then Espanyol 18 points in 11 games. Getafe occupied the 7th position with 17 points. Alaves with 15 points, 8th position. Elche 14 points in 11 games, occupied 9th position. Then 10th, Rayo Vallecano with 14 points. That is it in La Liga. Week 9, German Bundesliga, Augsburg suffered a defeat at home to Borussia Dortmund 1-0. Heidenheim Frankfurt played a 1-1 draw. St. Pauli lost at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach 4-0. Union Berlin and Freiburg played a 0-0 draw. Then Leipzig beat Stuttgart 3-1. FC Mainz played a 1-1 draw to Boniface's Werder Bremen. Then Bayern Munich saw Bayern Leverkusen 3-0. Cologne beat HSV 4-1, while Wolfsburg suffered a loss to Hoffenheim at home 2-3. And on the log, we have Bayern Munich occupying the first position with 27 points in 9 games. Not closely followed anyway. 9 games, 22 points for Leipzig, occupying the second position. Dortmund occupied the third position with 20 points. Stuttgart fourth with 18 points. Bayer Leverkusen with 17 points. Hoffenheim 16 points. FC Cologne 14 points. Frankfurt 14 points, occupied the 8th position. Then Werder Bremen 12 points, occupying the 9th position, while Union Berlin occupies the 10th position with 11 points. And that is it from Bundesliga. In Serie A, it is game week 10 with Udinese beating Atalanta 1-0. Napoli played a 0-0 draw with Como. Cremonese suffered loss to Juventus 1-2, while Verona also suffered a loss to Inter 1-2. The 9-minute goal, okay, that was scored by Fratesi, even though it was later, made an own goal. Okay. Then Torino and Pisa played out 2-2 draw. Fiorentina lost at home to Lecce. I don't know what is wrong with Fiorentina this season. Parma lost at home to Bologna 1-3, while Milan beat FC Roma 1-0. Sassuolo lost to Genoa 1-2, while Lazio beat Cagliari 2-0. Then the standings, Napoli still occupies the top spot with 22 points in 10 games, while Inter closely followed Napoli with 21 points in 10 games as well. Then the third position, AC Milan rather, with 21 points. AS Roma with 21 points occupied fourth position. Bologna with 18 points occupied fifth position. Then the sixth position goes to Juventus with 18 points. Como occupies seventh position with 17 points. Then on the eighth position is Lazio with 15 points. Then Udinese occupies the ninth position with 15 points, while Cremonese with 14 points in 10 games occupies the 10th position. And that is how it is in Syria. Then the last but not the least, which is the Ligue 1 in France, we have 11th week in French Ligue 1, the 11th week in French Ligue 1, with Paris Saint-Germain narrowly beating Nice 1-0. AS Monaco lost at home 0-1 to Paris FC, that is Moses Simon's club, while Auxerre lost at home to Olympique Marseille. Rennes beat Strasbourg 4-1, while Nantes lost at home to Mainz 0-2. Lens played 3-0 win over Lorient, while Lille played a 1-0 win over Angers. Toulouse played a 0-0 draw with Le Havre. The same scoreline in the game between Brest and Lyon, 0-0. That is how it went down over the weekend in France. And that takes us to the end of the breakdown in the review of the results and also the league standings in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Europe has been the forefront of football, over a very, very long time, since inception. And there's no way you can, talk about football and you not talk about Europe. Europe holds the best leagues in the world, and that's how it is. EPL is in Europe, and they are the best league in the world. So, as it stands, Arsenal is actually, doing well in Europe generally. They are doing well in the EPL, and the reason why they are doing well in Europe, amidst their peers, because they've only conceded 3 goals, in the whole season, and in their in the league. In the EFL Cup, Champions League, they've not even considered in the Champions League at all. They've not considered in the EFL Cup. They've only considered 3 times in the league, and this is actually a thing to worry for other clubs who are actually competing with Arsenal. And I believe that this is Arsenal's season. I hope that they continue with this amazing run of form till the end of the season, and win laurels and all that. So that's just the breakdown of it. Real Madrid doing well in Spain, beating Barcelona last week, to seeing of Valencia this weekend. Amazing thing. PSG also trying to come back as well, okay, to the competition, while Marseille is also climbing up as well. Then Napoli, they are trying to resurge and become better and become stronger, while being pursued by Inter Milan and AC Milan, in Italy. Then German Bundesliga, of course, Bayern Munich is actually doing fine and all that, a bit far from the second position right there as well. And other leagues as well, even a lot of things happening in other leagues as well, but the top 5 leagues is what we've given to you, and I hope you really, really enjoyed this. And that's a wrap of what went down in the top 5 leagues in Europe.